Do you want to know the force and power required to drive an electric scooter? In this video we are going to calculate the power and force required to drive an electric scooter. If you are new to this channel, we create videos about electric vehicles. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to get notified when I publish every single video about electric vehicle.
We are going to find out the rating of BLDC motor for an electric scooter that has a total weight of 200 kilograms and maximum speed of 60 km per hour. There are mainly four forces acting on a vehicle: rolling resistance, aerodynamic drag, grading resistance, and acceleration resistance. If we can provide a force equal to the sum of these four forces, then the vehicle moves at the required velocity. This figure shows the forces acting on the vehicle. Here we focus more on the calculation. With a lot of assumptions, we are going to calculate the total force acting on the vehicle when it moves at 60 km per hour. First one is rolling resistance. So the equation for rolling resistance is mgCRR cos theta, where CRR is the coefficient of rolling resistance, m is the mass of the vehicle, g is acceleration due to gravity, and theta is the slope of road in degrees. So we are taking the values like this: CRR is equal to 0.004, m is equal to 200 kg, g is 9.81, and theta is 0. When the vehicle moves, loading and unloading happens at the contact surface of the tire and the road. The hysteresis of the tire material results in unsymmetrical pressure distribution. The leading side experiences more pressure. This is the main reason for the rolling resistance. The coefficient of rolling resistance for different roads and tires are given in this table. We can choose the value 0.004 for a bicycle tire on an asphalt road. Here we assume that the value of CRR equal to 0.004. So the total rolling resistance equal to 7.848 Newton. The next force that acts on the vehicle is aerodynamic drag. It's equal to half into rho A CD V square, where rho is the air density, A is the frontal area of the vehicle, V is the speed of the vehicle, and CD is the aerodynamic drag coefficient. This force is due to the opposition from the air when a vehicle moves. This is the sum of the forces due to shape drag and skin effect. The shape of the vehicle results in high pressure at the front and low pressure at the back. It results in shape drag. In our case, we are assuming the value of rho as 1.225 kg per meter cube. It is the air density at sea level. Then the frontal area of the vehicle is 0.823 meter square. We will check soon how to calculate the frontal area. So the velocity of the vehicle is 16.67 meter per second and coefficient of drag is 0.7. This is a table that shows the values of aerodynamic drag coefficient. Next we are going to find the steps to calculate the frontal area of the vehicle. The frontal area is the area where the vehicle hits the air head-on. For this scooter, we are assuming that the frontal area equal to 70% of the product of the width and height of the scooter with the passenger. If we want to do it very accurately, then we have to find the area of the passenger and the scooter that we drawn here using some other methods. But the assumption goes well in our case. So the aerodynamic drag force is equal to 98.05 Newton. The next force is the rolling resistance. The weight of the vehicle produces a force when it travels uphill or downhill. The force is horizontal to the road surface. In our case, the slope of the road is 0 degree, so the grading resistance is 0 Newton. Another force is acceleration resistance. It is the product of mass of the vehicle and acceleration. Our scooter travels at a constant velocity of 60 km per hour. That means the acceleration is 0 meter per second square. So the acceleration resistance equal to 0 Newton. The total force to drive the vehicle is the sum of all these four forces. It is equal to 105.9 Newton meter. That means to move the vehicle at a constant velocity of 60 km per hour, we require a force of 105.9 Newton meter. The power demand will be the product of force and the velocity. It is equal to 105.9 into 16.67. It is equal to 1765.35 watt. The power demand at the wheel to drive the vehicle is 1.765 kilowatt. The average velocity of the scooter will always be less than the maximum velocity, so it will not consume 1.765 kilowatt always. We will find the battery capacity, speed of the motor and the gear ratios in another video. Thank you so much for watching this video.